Majestically marvelous mathematicians. Let's talk about net worth. Net worth, hopefully by the end of today, you should be able to know the difference between a financial asset and a financial liability. I would say that is probably the most important part. Net worth is actually subtracting those two things, is your total net worth. So a person's net worth is the value of what you own minus the value of what you owe. What you have versus what you owe someone else. In assets is an item or an amount of money that you have. It's what you own. Then, of course, the liability is the amount of money that you owe to someone else, like a bank. So assets minus liabilities equals net worth. We're taking what we have, we're subtracting what we owe, and we're getting our total net worth. So a lot of addition and subtraction today. That's what we're doing. Getting into it. Libby is calculating her net worth. Her assets have a total of $87,545, and her liabilities are $32,158. What is Libby's net worth? So I'm just subtracting these, making sure my numbers are aligned by place value, right? So I am going to have to do some borrowing, which is fine. We know how to borrow. So 15 minus 8 is... what, 7? 13 minus 5 is 8. 4 minus 1 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. 8 minus 3 is 5. So her total net worth is $55,387. Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. You might have a table. The cool thing is sometimes they show us what the liabilities are by putting negatives, which makes our life easier, right? So let's read the question. Find the net worth given in the table. Assets are shown as positive numbers. Liabilities are shown as negative numbers. Cool, love that for us. I'm still gonna label assets and liabilities with A's and L's. So I'm gonna add together all my assets. And then I will add together all my liabilities and subtract. I feel like that makes sense, right? So here are all my assets. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Oh, plus 7 is 17. 1 plus 5 is 6. Plus 3 is 9, plus 10 is 19. Okay, total assets is $89,720. Now for my liabilities, I'm putting together how much she owes on student loans and how much credit card debt she's in. Whew, girlfriend, that's a lot. Okay, I'm assuming this is a girl. Could be a dude. So 5 plus 8, 13. That's what, 4? Okay. We currently have $89,720 in assets, but we owe $43,880. That's a lot. So now I'm going to subtract those two guys to get my total net worth. All right, do all my borrowing from the beginning. Makes my life easier. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 12 minus 8 is 4, 16 minus 8 is 8, 8 minus 3 is 5, and 8 minus 4 is 4. So it looks like total net worth is $45,840. Boom, shakalaka. Not so hard, right? Some adding in the beginning just to put all of our like stuff together, our like terms, all my assets together, all my liabilities, and then I'm subtracting. All right, last one. Diego is preparing a spreadsheet with his net worth. He knows his net worth is $62,480. What is a current value of the student loan? Okay, I know that this is my liability, so I'm going to label it as L. Current value of the home, that's an asset. Automobile is an asset. Oh, they gave me the negatives. Okay, personal loan is liability and checking account assets. So again, I'm still going to put together all my assets and all my liabilities. I am going to use variables. So net worth equals assets minus liabilities. I know all my A's and I know my N. So I am going to put together all my A's. So 110, 600, 9, 550, and 6, 450. So 126,600 is A. That equals A. And then my liability, I only have one that I know of, and I know my net worth. So, since I know that one liability, you know what? Okay, let's just put it all in the formula just so we can make this make sense. My net worth equals 62,480. My assets is 126,600. Here, let me move this guy because he's going to get in the way. And then I'm subtracting the one liability that I do know, 18,220, and then the liability I don't know. So that's the L. So since I do know how to subtract that, I'm going to subtract it. So find some room here. I'm just going to do it right here. So 18,220. Doing more borrowing. Not so bad. 5 minus 2 is 3. Oh. Okay, so now I have 62,480 equals 108,380 minus L. So I am going to subtract these two numbers to figure out what my last liability is worth, right? Because liability minus something equals 62, or assets, 108,000 minus my liability equals 62,000. So I need to subtract those two to figure out what that last liability is worth, my student loans. And I'm running out of room. Okay, I'm gonna, shucks, I'm gonna have to do this over in the margin. So 108, 380 minus 62, 480. All right, so 0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 8 is 0, 13 minus 4 is 9, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 10 minus 6 is 4. So 45,900 is my student loan. Okay, that was a lot, but really we still put together all of our assets. We put together the liabilities that we knew of, which was only one. We subtracted those two. Then we had to subtract that from my net worth to figure out what was that last liability and how much that was worth. Cool. A lot of addition and subtraction, but I feel like that's good. Let your teacher know if you have any questions.